Hello, YouTube. What the turd-a-tani is going on, am I right? Alright, we're finally up. The window actually looks like it's decently in the screen this time. I did a little watch back on the last episode and I noticed that some of the words were actually getting cut off at the bottom of the screen, so I'm going to work to shorten the screen up just a little bit. You might get a little bit of a black border. I'm working on negating that as much as possible. There, that looks like it should be a good fit. So let me see who I have in the chat here. Holy Pilgrim, very good to have you, Mr. Cordero. Welcome, Starman92, coming back. Chief Dreaming Owl is here. That's nice, and who knows? If we're really lucky, we'll get a Reptile King cameo. Really lucky, of course. Okay, let me make sure that I am using up as little computer processing power as possible for ultimate success. Closing out Steam. Just the encoder, just the program. Here we are, Chapter 10. And let me tell you why I'm really excited about getting this done. Banner Saga 3 came out yesterday. I've already played the first 2 or 3 chapters. It's incredible. It has a lot of elements that I know, not just I am excited about, but also I know you guys will be excited about as well once we get there. But I've got a couple of playthroughs I need to do for it before I get into streaming it for you all. And of course, we have to finish our own stream playthrough, and that's important because without the context of Banner Saga 1 and 2, Banner Saga 3 just will not hit home as well. So, here we go. Chapter 10. To speak in all tongues. Voiced by yours truly, Appius Rulus. Going back to Rook, here we go. We just left everybody off with the Ravens in the mining town of Bindle, and we have learned that apparently Juno's dead. So who's the Juno that we've been talking to? The once energetic Mender approaches, looking both worn and troubled. I'm not sure I thanked you for the time to recover. I've never woven a spell that strong before. Dude built a bridge out of floating rock pieces and saved us from the dredge. I know when I say it like that, it doesn't seem so incredibly epic, but it took like 3 days, it felt like, to cross this stupid chasm. Are you sure you're ready to move on? You look... I know, I caught my reflection earlier. It's a more mature look. The Bender grins, and a hint of his former youth shines through. Not everyone would have stopped for so long, especially with the ground rumbling like it has. Did you have to push yourself so hard? Would you have given any less? You look away and say nothing. You're still Rook, no matter what happened or what's coming. Accept that. It's not a bad thing. He nudges you in the shoulder with his staff and smiles before leaving you alone. Yeah, what a nice guy. He just gave me a pep talk after aging like 30 years and saving everybody's lives. What a guy. So, about that, Chief Dreaming Owl and Starman, are you still convinced that Avon's just a pushover? That he's just some schmuck of a spellweaver, and that Juno's where it's at? I know she took on the snake, but I mean, give Avon some credit now. Game trail, one of the few gathered hunters says, looking at a beaten path of grass. No telling what we might find down it, but it'll fill some stomachs. Let the hunters hunt. Make a wager for who brings back the biggest kill, or we need to keep moving. We're gonna bet. Let's make a wager. Everyone in the group starts smiling and tossing coins in a purse before heading down the trail. When it branches, 2 hunters sprint left, and 3 think the center trail looks promising. You consider what to do. Alright guys, 1, 2, 3, or 4, you know how this works. Put into the chat what option you want me to take. So I've got search the ground for any clues, follow the hunters to the left, follow the hunters down the central trail, or go off on the right on my own adventure. Holy Pilgrim's asking what happened in the last stream. The last stream was all following Bolverk as he left the caravan at Ormstaller after crossing the chasm, and striking his own path into the bitter cold mountains, nearly getting all of the ravens killed, dealing with many bandits, beating the crap out of Mogan, only to arrive in Bindle where 2 weavers were there to basically say, no, the ravens can't come into Bindle, and mic on. Go ahead, say it. Yeah, I knew you were going to say it. I don't know why it does this. It waits until after I start the stream, I swear. Alright, let's just move on. So we're looking at a very strong 3 from Holy Pilgrim and Mr. Cordera. We're going to follow the hunters down the center trail. When you catch up with the other hunters, they need help. A boar and a sow have already charged them when a young male surprises them and gores one man's leg. Your arrows and their spears take down the young boar. The other hogs vanish. The man's wound is mild, easy enough for Avon to heal. Back at the caravan, you spot the other 2 hunters smiling. They brought down a rather large boar together. The 2 hunters split the winnings and drinks are shared while the injured man's leg is mended. Later, the entire caravan enjoys the stories of the hunt while feasting. Plus 10 civilized. If you're Alette, you actually pick up on more clues that indicate there could be something rather large going on the right path, and she brings down a bear by herself. Easy boy, a clansman shouts as a Yox cart nearly topples to one side. The tamped path of the Eastway Road has steadily turned into a cracked shamble. Looking ahead, it only gets worse. Various chasms gape like open mouths. You glance back to Avon, who looks at you and shakes his head. The entire caravan comes to a halt. Well, we'll be eating our belts before finding a way across this broken road, especially with this many. And there's no telling how far we'd have to backtrack to head north. Then we'll head south across the Ormsa riverbed. We can head towards Grundar and on west. Trigvi peers around Hakon's elbow before fully coming into view. Heading south is questionable. Those people. Why do you say that? Maybe I spent a lifetime there. Plenty of things to eat under logs, but there's also people in the bogs. His eyes go wide. The Skald she hear my rhyme! But what's wrong with heading south? Different ways of living, old ways, stick to the mud, and cragsmen are less bothersome. I think he's talking about the boggers, the rough, backward people of Swartzbog. Trigvi frowns at Ivor. Words like that can find you swollen, filled with poison. He puffs out his cheeks and stares at Ivor. This is why Varl tend to keep to themselves. Each human is crazy in their own way. Trigvi hunches over with laughter until he suddenly stops, sniffs the air, and marches away. Strange, but it's a fair warning. We're crossing over into lands most of us have never seen. Just because we left those dredge behind doesn't mean we won't have more wars ahead of us. If we had more supplies, I'd say we should stop for a few days and train some of these clansmen to fight. You consider your options. You know what's coming, guys. Oh, wait, Mr. Cordera's busting out the long name here. Hold on. I gotta read this one. This is good. Carl the Jarl the Varl living in the Sarl encampment writing Skarl. Chief Dreaming Owl is starting to wonder if Trigvi is a god just because he's weird. I just think he's weird. I do not think there's anything special about Trigvi. But it would be something if he was. So what are we doing? Are we gonna... Don't want to risk running out of food. Let's just camp. We need to keep the few remaining clans moving. Mr. Cordera is thinking, let's just keep going. Keep the clan moving. I actually do not know what our food situation is. It's been too long since I've looked at this. He's just good crazy. I don't know if he's good crazy or just like crazy. It looks like I'm seeing a split between 3 and 1, but consensus seems we need to keep moving. Here we go. Ivor looks over the incredibly small caravan. He waits for Hakon to walk away before saying anything. It's your responsibility to keep these people alive, you know. There's nothing for you to say. Jeez. Ivor? Oh, we got 16 days! We're good? Pfft. Come on, we can handle that. We'll just go through the bog. A scout runs up to you. There's a woman tied to a tree up ahead. Got 4 guards watching her. The strange news draws a good deal of attention from the caravan. I've been looking forward to this one because I don't know what to expect. It's an interesting one. The bound woman is ranting and spitting at the 4 guards when you arrive and ask, "What's going on here?" "This here's a witch," one guard says, "plaguing our clan, making everyone really sick. But we caught her and brought her way out here." The others nod. "She's to be tied here for 5 days without food or water, then cut loose. Been 3 days so far." But she'll die on her own after that long with nothing to eat or drink, you say. That's not on us, the guard responds. But if you want to set her free, we'd be bigger fools than you to get in your way. So, we're going to obviously ask, well, how do you know she's a witch? Everyone looks at the woman who is grinning a toothless grin. She scratches at the tree bark and calls out the dead gods one by one. If that's not enough, the guard says, she was seen squeezing mistletoe berries into water troughs. Think I heard that makes you sick? The other guards bob their heads in agreement. Okay, one, two, three, or four. Let her go. She can join us. Let her go, and everyone go their own way. I don't like it, but this isn't our concern. Or, Irsa, any thoughts? We can always ask our own witch. But, if you've learned anything about Irsa by now, it's not to expect whatever it is you expect. There's expectations and Irsa do not go hand in hand, but everybody's definitely leaning for Irsa. Any thoughts? Irsa smiles and saunters toward the tired woman. She says a few quiet words to the prisoner and looks her over before returning. My suggestion, she says, burn her and the tree to the ground. You consider what to do. We can let her go. She can join us. Let her go and everyone go their own way. I don't like it, but this isn't our concern. How come burning the tree and the woman isn't an option? Irsa just told us to do it, right? Mr. Cordero really wants the witch to join us. So does Chief Dreaming Owl. Really? Really? Holy Pilgrim expects Irsa to kill the witch. That'd be something. Starman says, not our problem. He's leaning for number 3. Alright, but you have been overruled, Starman. Let her go. She can join us. The guard looks shocked. We're not getting near her, he says, and the 4 of them run off in different directions. You cut the woman free, and she slumps to the ground, weak. A few others help you get her into a cart and give her some water. She smiles at you once before falling asleep. Is that a good smile or a creepy smile? Holy Pilgrim's messages were getting blocked. Uh-oh. Once you cross the Ormsa riverbed, the wind ceases to cut through the humid air. The darkening sky lets loose its rain, and soon fat drops of water turn the dirt path to sucking mud, slowing the caravan. Cloaks are pulled overhead, and children and animals are wrangled near the carts. Morale's down. Oh no. We're still great on food. No, Starman, we're not all dead. We're fine. 15 days of supplies. Hold on. I was hoping to avoid visiting this part of the kingdom for at least a few more years, Prince Luden says. At least others have had the sense to abandon this cesspool. As arrogant as he sounds, he's right. There are very few signs of life around you, yet you still feel like you're being watched. The lowing of the usually quiet yaks indicates the beast's difficulty pulling the carts. You're up to your knees in it when a scout comes to you. Found some stone markers that led us to a few paths of solid ground over there, he points while shouting over the ox. Uneven and bumpy, but easier than this. Lead the way. Stone markers? Or we'll stick to the muddy path we're on, trudging along. Holy Pilgrim died? That's not good. Oh, Chief Dreaming Owl, you're probably right about camping. There probably is more training available. I'll definitely check that out. Get us a battle. Something to do. We're looking at a strong 3 from Mr. Cordero. Chief Dreaming Owl says 2. You know, there shouldn't be anything wrong about asking. Here we go. Yeah, the man says. Don't look natural. Don't look much like anything else either. Just some stones marking a path through this place is all I can figure. You would ask Trigby, but he's nowhere around. Probably out gathering mushrooms. See, that's Trigby's problem. It's totally the mushrooms. So are we going for it? Are we going for these stone markers, or are we just going to push on? Starman says push on. I think Tricky Trigby. Tricky Trigby's mushrooms. Starman thinks he has this one figured out. Alright, we're going to go for could be more trouble than it's worth. We're going to push on. Here we go. The man looks surprised, but shrugs it off. The rain continues and the caravan struggles to keep moving. Let me tell you why that was the right call. It was a graveyard. That's stone markers. I mean, come on. What was going to happen is we were going to start falling into these graves, and that was going to really upset the locals, and morale was going to plummet. I actually don't know what happens if you don't take that path. Probably just bad morale. Yeah, morale penalty for slogging it through the mud, but hey, whatever. Yeah, let's camp. Oh, wait. Someone's son is missing, Ivor says, motioning to a crowd, shouting a boy's name. A man with bleary eyes looks at you and says, "He's my only son. He treats his white goat like its best friend. It must have wandered off, and he's out there looking for it." The man looks across the rainy bog. "I've got to find my boy." Are we going to stop for him or not? Oh, Starman thinks it's the witch. Everybody wants me to find him? Alright, we're going to go for it. I'll remember to send someone else to you with bad news from now on, Ivor says as the two of you slop through the mud. After way, you see the boy in the distance. He's pulling on a rope leash around the goat's neck. The goat is up to its shoulders in mud. "Come on, boy, what's wrong?" you hear the child ask the goat. "You're sinking." "Come on, you have to try." You cannot move any faster to help, and soon only the goat's head is visible. The boy shouts again, "You're my friend, you stupid goat, you're going to die." Tears roll down the boy's face as he sinks up to his neck in the mud. You are ahead of Ivor, but already waist deep and a few yards away. Ivor is up to his knees. Extend the bow. Try and see if Ivor can reach him, or let go of your goat and move this way. Just like me. I wish there was an animation for move this way, because then I could make fun of the kid for not following the exact animation for Rook. Is it the never-ending story? Is that what this is? Was the goat like Falco? Alright, we're gonna reach. "Grab my bow," you shout as Ivor pushes you forward even further. The boy grabs it, but doesn't let go of his goat. You and Ivor pull, but only when the child's hand slips from the leash are you able to save him. The animal is gone from sight before the weeping boy even turns around. Aww. Alright, we're definitely camping. Morale's at its worst. It wasn't a horse, it was a goat. All the horses are dead. Oh, wait. Oh, there was a horse that got stuck in this depressing swamp in the never-ending story. Oh. I think I remember that. Okay. Ooh, I'd be interested to talk to Hogan. I'm gonna do that first, because his brother has gone off with the Ravens. The blonde axeman, one of two twins from the small village near Skoker, is chopping into a fallen tree for no apparent reason. His swings look dangerous. He is not happy. "Hogan, everything okay?" He glares at you. "Where's your brother Moken?" "He left with the Ravens. Wondering if I should have done the same." "Why is that?" "I've been following your lead for a long time now, and for what? My brother's gone. My wife and children are frightened of everything around them, including me. I tell them this constant fighting is only for a time, but it's changing me. I see it in their eyes, in my own reflection. I thought I was doing it to protect them, but if they think I'm a monster, what's the point?" "How is this my fault?" "Because you keep going. How am I supposed to stop fighting when a man who's lost his entire family won't give up?" Ooh, interesting. Hogan yells loudly. Ooh, yeah, he does. He yells loudly as he swings his axe down, the blade sinking deeply into the wood. He looks spent. "I'm torn. I think it's good for me to be out here there fighting. Makes me feel alive, like I'm doing something. But I know why my wife worries. Her father was consumed with raiding, felt useless when he wasn't fighting. He died soon after she was born. Depths. You make big decisions every day. Just make this one for me, will you?" Encourage him to keep fighting, be with your family, or keep chopping that log. The answer will come to you. Mr. Cordero says, "Get him out of here." Look, this is Hogan. He was part of that Chapter 2 team, Hogan's Heroes. Everybody's saying, "Let him be on his way." Starman says, "Keep chopping that log. The answer will come to you." This is a tough one. I think when I originally did this, I told him to be with his family, and every other time after that, I accidentally got Hogan killed. He dies at Einertoft if you fight all the way through the third day, I believe. No, wait, he didn't, though. That was Fasold. I don't know what triggers Hogan's death. Yeah, Holy Pilgrim, we had Hogan's Heroes way, way back in the early streams. Okay, so we're going to go with 3. That seems to be the winning vote. Does it, though? Wait, that's Mr. Cordero and Starman versus Chief Dreaming Owl and Holy Pilgrim. Ooh, okay, alright. Time to flip it. Here we go. And that's a heads. So that means we're going to go with be with your family. Hogan sighs with relief and nods. I'll still be around, but I'll be busy playing with my kids. You're a good man, Rook. +1 Klansman. -1 Hogan from the roster. Okay, now let's see what Prince Luden wants to talk about. We did say that we were going to follow his lead, quote-unquote, his advice, over Rugga's. The prince is acting even more standoffish than usual. You and Ivor have caught him staring ahead and twisting the ring on his finger over and over. Yrsa quietly stands nearby. Glad to be heading home? Luden turns to the two of you and offers a polite smile. Even after that chasm, would it surprise you if I said no? Is there anything you actually like? Is that the way you see me? As some pouting ne'er-do-well of a prince? You pause briefly before shrugging, and Yrsa chuckles. Then maybe I need to try harder to change that. This is all so different for me. You, Ivor, and Yrsa are stunned to hear the prince talk this way. I've grown up in comfort and trained with scholars and fighters. I've never known anything else. Saying stuff like that won't make you any friends in this caravan. But that's just it. Among these clansmen, I've seen the differences. I think I understand them a bit more. Oh yeah? What exactly do you understand? It seems they know just as little about the things I know as I do about the things they know. For instance, they know almost nothing about the kingdom's economy, and I know very little about making the things they sell. I know the trade routes, but they know the trade. You've never seen the prince this animated, but then his face falls. I just don't think the king will appreciate my knowledge. Yrsa will agree, my father's not what you would call open-minded. The king's a hard man, has to be, but his son is his weakness. Luden glares at her, but the archer only smirks. The prince is the king's weakness? Don't listen to her. Watch your words, prince. What? I wasn't telling you what to do. An awkward, icy moment passes between the prince and his bodyguard. Meinolf was fearful of sending Luden away, so he sent his 2 advisors to watch him. You're one of King Meinolf's advisors? Yrsa gives you a wry smile. Regardless of who he sent to protect me, I had no say in the matter. Kings usually have to make tough decisions and stick with them. Maybe someday you'll see why. I know, I just don't think he'll care for my ideas on treating with peasant commoners. What would you like to be called? We're all people, Prince, even you. Perhaps you're right. Just keep an open mind about your father, the way you'd like him to have toward your ideas. That's something I've never considered before. I'll think on it. As Prince Luden and Yrsa walk away, you feel Ivor watching you. What? Do you believe half the nonsense you say? I think I sounded really wise just then. It sounded like you've been practicing it for a while. That's fair. I'll work on it. The two of you share a smile before moving on. Starman still saying, I knew the first thing I was going to see when I looked over to the chat. I knew the first thing I was going to see was peasants. And sure enough, Starman did not let me down. Gonna rest a bit, get that morale up. We'll even go for, there we go. We have 11 days of food. Let's check out the training. Come on in, let's have a look at you. Alright, Sven, look at those gnarly teeth. And that wispy wonder curl of a beard. What can you show me? Plenty. You can handle yourself, but what about your other fighters, Sven says. Ever used a Varl and an archer to trap somebody? This is a variation on the classic Gil and Oddleaf strategy. This one's a little different. You'll see why. I might actually, you know, I think I can afford to change Ivor's position in the roundup, and you'll see why. So here's the objective. I have to battering ram an enemy into rain of arrows. So Ivor goes first, followed shortly by Oddleaf. What we're gonna do is we're gonna deploy here and here. I'm gonna hope I can get this guy right away. It's a pretty straightforward mission. Gonna move Ivor over just to protect Oddleaf from that first guy. And turn. Whack! No biggie. Then, so this guy next? No. Okay. This, they've already lost. Like Fist of the North Star, you're already dead. Here we go. Battering ram. Not that I need to battering ram this guy, right? He can totally just kill him. But let's see how much damage this does. Bam! Pop. Pop. We really killed that guy. Battering ram, rain of arrows. Holy Pilgrim, I'm glad you got my reference. And Chief Dreaming Owl is right. I should totally give Oddleaf an item for crit chance. Oh yeah, I should. Also, check this out. There's totally banners in this game, based off of from the backers got to come up with their own banners. That's why the one I picked currently is a red banner with a yellow dragon on it. I didn't have a banner backed in this game, but if there was anything with a frog on it, I'd be all about it. Represent Gunnulf. Respect for Gunnulf. Too bad he's gone. So about that initiative order thing, I bet you I can do some pretty gnarly work if I did. Oh man, what is going on here? Everybody's missing. Get Avon in here. Okay, so how about this for initiative? Tanks. So he goes up, sets up. Oddleaf delivers the trap arrow. Ivor knocks them into the trap. Avon lightnings those same guys. Rook, Mark prays. Yeah, Hacken swings for the hills. This is a very killy team. So 5-ring necklace, +1 aggro. Strength, armor, will, break. That's another aggro. What do I have Gil wearing? If he's not wearing all that other aggro gear. Oh, +3 break? Nah, I want him to have aggro. +3 armor and 1 aggro. Actually, you know what? I don't think the 3 armor really helps him much anymore. He's already at such a high level. And it isn't his armor that tanks everything. It's actually his ability. Shield wall. He can just straight up negate 7 points of whatever, and they're always aiming for his armor anyway. So I'm going to give him the 5-ring necklace. Oddleaf's gear has dodge chance. Let's see here. Do I have a good crit item? Oh, I can give her Strav's Whetstone. 20% crit chance. And that combos with Artery Strike. So the next time I rank her, she'll get another 20% bonus crit chance as well. Ivor's item is definitely the +3 strength, the Dunder's Hand. Avon gets the 2 will, 2 strength. Oops. Rook. What's Rook sporting? Rook sporting the extra move and the aggro. Hacken has nothing. I can give him 3 armor for aggro. I can give him 2 armor per turn. You know what? That's actually good for him because he only has 12 armor. So yeah, I'm going to give him 2 armor a turn. That way if he starts taking damage there, he can just start putting it back on. Oh man, put in the Prince? Really? Where would I fit him in this? The Prince. He's only rank 3. I mean, what's his item? What's he wearing? He's wearing Trigvy's necklace for the extra crit chance. I'll tell you what, he can get very crit heavy very quickly, but for the most part, I want to focus on these characters because they all have a lot to do with the rest of the game. There's no chance of them, you know, getting axed or anything. They're pretty solid. Holy Pilgrim's asking what streaming software do you use? I use Streamlabs OBS. That's so far been the most reliable for me. Let's see if there's any additional training before I move on. No, I do not just want to spark. Dang it. Misclick. Misclick. Ready. It's alright, I have complete control over training. I can always leave. And leaving I will do. And streaming. No, not end streaming, and training. What am I talking about? And training. I'll tell you what, Chief Dreaming Aleph, then I bet you one of the training exercises involves Prince Luton. So we'll do that. Or not, I wasn't dreaming. That was Mr. Cordero. So what can you show me? Plenty. Never seen a mender with as much power as Avend. But after watching him a while, I bet I can show you how to really benefit from that lightning of his. I'm ready. Then we begin, Sven barks. Alright, so this is going to be all about that lightning ability, which is a favorite of mine. So we're going with Ivor and Avend. I think I'm going to set up over here. We're ready. Let's just see what we can make happen. There's that guy down there. That's that guy. I bet you we can make this guy step over to... Man, 8 damage. Let's just do it. There we go. I think I can get somebody... So the next guy in initiative order, this dude, he can hit Ivor if he steps over to this yellow square next to Ivor, and that sets up... Oh my god, look at what that sets up for Avon's ability. So Avon's ability, Arc Lightning, travels arcs to all the diagonal units with an additional point of damage for each one it hits. So let's say I start here on the Varl. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. It's gonna flat out kill these last two. And turn. Do it. Do it. Yes! Do it! Victory will be complete. Alright, so actually this guy's about to move, which is unfortunate. So unless he goes right here, then it still works out just fine. Yes! Yes! Okay. Rest. Oh my god, yes. Here we go. Unlimited power! Here we go. That is the most beautiful arc lightning I have ever used. Oh my goodness. Jupiter be pleased. Starman says still not Juno. Look. I mean, come on. Avon's pretty good. But you know as well as I do that Juno is Avon's mentor. So what can Juno do? Avon brought down the Varl Bridge. He magicked us across the chasm. Do we have any more training? Can you show me? I'm up to 49 renown. Oh, no, that's it. Okay. We're going to go ahead and leave this one. I don't want to use up any more clansmen for fighters because we have a good ratio for gathering supplies. What we are going to do is we're going to level because we have 49 renown. Okay. Avon's first. This is where it actually matters to promote him because he gets a new ability, Troll Stones. Because you know, if I'm going to be on YouTube and if I'm going to work with my comment section, we gotta have trolls. So the character pulls up stone shards out of the ground to block the path of enemies. The shards block movement, and the force of their rise deals 1 strength damage to all adjacent tiles. Stones have 10 strength and last for 1 round before sinking back into the earth. Ultimately, it's not useful. It can help, you know, ferry enemies into specific spots, and it can like save the life of like an archer or something. But for the most part, kind of a crap ability. And we're going to put these points into his willpower. And that's done. Done. Okay. Let's look at promoting who. Hacken. I do believe, yeah, you want more strength. Or, hold on, we can turn, yeah, we can turn her into a crit machine right now. She's already at rank 2, or she should be at rank 2. Why does it say rank 1? We're going to promote you, Oddleaf, for 15. Continue, confirm. Bam, rank 2. And then, let's see here. Let's avoid armor attack, resist armor damage, regen armor, or actually probably be better off just buffing her willpower. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, we can raise one more character from 6 to 7, so it's either going to be Gil, Ivor, Avent, or Hacken. What are you guys thinking? What can Juno do against such reckless hate? All hail crazy snake lady. See, we got a poor man's Wa from Holy Pilgrim. Juno just changes their mind. Yep, that's true. Hacken has unspent points? Really? Hacken has unspent points. Look at that. All right. Good eyes, Chief Dreaming Owl. So we're going to give him the rest of his bonus crit chance is what we're going to do with that. Let's see. His item is currently armor per turn, right? Oh, I just took it off of him. Hello, I want to equip you. I want to equip you. I guess I have to do it in the other screen. Done deal. Ivor... Is he still rank 6? Yeah, he is. Okay, we'll promote him. He's such a beast, so we'll go ahead and do this. Alright, 2 points available. He's got the extra 3 strength from Dunder's Hand. Let's see here, what can we... Don't need the exertion. Let's see, that's exploit, chance for puncture, avoid armor attack, resist strength, bonus crit, hunker down, resist armor, regen armor. I definitely think it's about the crit, even for him, because he's now an AoE attacker, so we're going to confirm that. And we're just going to quickly double check down the line any unspent points. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, we're good. Alright, enough of this. We move on. We've been at camp far too long. The clansmen and Varl follow you through the worst rain and mud you've experienced. An unfortunate break-in slogging through the muck comes from a woman shouting, "Get away from there! Who are you?" A couple of cragsmen, locals in rough-spun clothing that almost blends into the bog, jump back from a supply cart and brandish weapons. The roar of bears and other cragsmen come from around you. Alright. We are ready for battle. Damn cragsmen. I know, Holy Pilgrim. I know. Just wait till you see these rough folk and what they look like. They have a bear. They have an actual bear with a collar. Holy Pilgrim says first boggers, then peasants, and now cragsmen. I know, it's not an easy life. Alright, we're gonna set up to tank out this bear. That's what we definitely need to do the most. So that's gonna be our starting lineup. Here we go. Who's first for them? They start with an archer, that's not bad. And then their second turn is an archer, and then it's the bear. The bear doesn't get willpower from movement, because he doesn't have any exertion stat. But here's the thing about bear. Their thick hide absorbs all strength damage until armor is depleted. So you have to break all of their armor to actually benefit from your strength attacks. If I went straight for a strength attack from Gil, for instance, what's going to happen is it would say deal 2 damage, right? Because he has 10 armor, 12 strength, right? It would instead turn into 2 damage to his armor, and his strength is untouched. So what we're going to do with Gil is like what we always do. Stonewall. And it's going to be at, what's the bear's break? Bear's break is 3. Okay, so we're going to Stonewall for rank 1. Oddleaf is going to set up a trap, as one does, right here, right in front of the bear. Really? Really? What benefit did that give you to step there? I mean, for real. Alright. That's fair. Let's go kill another archer then. Actually, we're going to hold our ground because the bear's going to go next. Let the bear go after Gil, who resists it. Okay. Too far away for arc lightning on those two in the back, but let me go ahead and show you what Trollstone does. Here's a Trollstone. I'm gonna pop it right here. Here it goes. Boop. Rock. There's now a rock in their way. That is all I've done. I've put a rock in their way. Oh, dang, that's one heck of a break on that arrow. That was a 6 break if it got through his 3. Yeah, 3. She used 3 willpower for that. Interesting. Okay. Who's next? You? What's your range? Alright. I'm gonna send Rook up here. Just deal some damage to this one so that her arrows doesn't do anything. There we go. Oh, slag and burn. Didn't see that one coming. Ow. I'm just gonna move up one spot. Make the cragsman over there come to me. Okay, Gil. Do some rake on this bear. Alright, we're gonna set up a trap next to the bear, because I intend to use Ivor to push the bear into the trap. Or the bear is going to move to where I can't do that anymore. Oh, crafty little punk. Bam. Another slag and burn. Ooh, that's gonna hit the characters. Ow. Alright. Get some lightning on these punks. Looks like I'm suffering a movement penalty from mud. Ow. Alright. Wasn't entirely necessary. Who's next? That's fine. Bears. That's a problem. And it's that one. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a ranged break here. This attack's a no-brainer. So that bear turned sideways to attack Avon, and I think Ivor just took it like a champ. Yeah, I'm just gonna move him through the fire to attack this one for 4. And we'll make it 5. Bear's the only threat left. Dang, Ivor. Your armor. It's not in a good way, my friend. Get the bear out of Ivor's way. You little punk. Oh, what? Oh, she has puncture. Ivor is about to bite the farm here. Okay. So I can... What's next? Her puncture will kill Ivor. His attack will kill Ivor. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and warp lightning, or... Yeah, we're just gonna lightning these two for the low damage. Get them out of initiative. He's gonna kill Ivor, which is expected. And then I am going to kill him. Thank you for the crit. It's okay, Holy Pilgrim. Ivor's just wounded. But he'll need 3 days to heal, which is... ugh. He was drawing a lot of threat. Did I give him an aggro item? I didn't think I had. He's already in pieces.
Baldringer's flame welcomes endless war. But why?
Effing respects for Ivor. Guys, Ivor's not dead. Even now, the petrified flames ward off our Varl friends. That's true. Look at the caravan. There's no Varl. Yes, this is the new godstone, Baldringer, the flames of war. And by flames, they actually mean the petrified roots of an upended tree. Pretty cool, huh? Placed upside down in the ground, the petrified roots of a giant tree reach towards the sky. All the Varl, including Ivor and Hakon, have separated from the caravan temporarily, giving Baldringer's godstone a wide berth. The giant's presence is missed as you continue to feel watched. 1, 2, or 3. Burn it! This is a godstone. We're not going to burn the godstone. And we're not going to Napoleon it either, Holy Pilgrim. We're not burning. It's already a burnt... it's already a burning effigy, isn't it? So we're going to go for Aleo. What do you know about Baldringer? Okay, here we go. Aleo voice. Not much, but enough, the Skald says. These flames symbolize Baldringer's love of fire and war, the first being a means to the second. When the Varl were dominating humans in the first great conflict, it was Baldringer who gave the losing side fire to combat the giants. You hold up your hand to halt the storyteller, listening through the rain for anything that might be following you. Hearing nothing, Aleo resumes, holding the gaze of his audience. Humans praised Baldringer for the gift of fire. But the god only desired more war. He points toward the distant shapes of the Varl. When the giants and humans found peace, this godstone fell from grace. It looks to continue keeping the land scorched. Perhaps its shadow can still kill. Do we want to step in the shadow? Are we going to leave, or are we going to grab some fighters on patrol? Holy Pilgrim, I agree. The Napoleon Total War trailer was good. That was a very good trailer. But I think my favorite Total War trailer has got to be the Shogun 2 opening cinematic. That was pretty awesome. Burn Ivor's body? No, we're not going to do that. Okay, so it looks like step into the Godstone Shadow. Let's do it. Let's tempt fate here. Against Aleo's wishes, you walk directly into the shadow of the Godstone's gnarled roots. Many clansmen gasp, not caring for your disregard. The gods are dead, you remind them. Morale declined. Gee, an arrow suddenly sinks into the ground near you. We're under attack, shouts Aleo. Shields come up and fighters join you as you charge the enemy cloaked in the storm. Mr. Cordero likes the Cao Cao trailer for Three Kingdoms. Yeah, it was alright. It was alright. So, as you can see, I am now Varless. There are no Varl. So I have to work up a different roster. So guess what? You got your wish. Luden's coming in. And got room for one more. I don't really like Aleo's ability. I could just go for double spearman here. Could throw in a Trigvi and Luden. Or I can put in the Witch, Yrsa. Nid is crap. I am not using Nid. I like the character, but I do not like her. Tricky Trigvi. I'm seeing some heavy support for Trigvi. Mr. Cordero says Aleo. Yeah, I put the prince in for you, Cordero, so you don't get to pick the next one. Double Pyromance. Okay, we're going for Yrsa. There we go. If Luden's in, Yrsa's in. Yrsa won't let Luden fight by himself. She has points available. She is not, as you can tell, a big damage dealer, but she does have decent break. We will... You know what? Let's show you the, let me show you the exertion talents. Flat out dodge. 5, 10, 15% chance to avoid strength attack, which is awesome. Or lucky shot. 30% bonus hit chance, not crit. Bonus hit chance. So this is actually, to me, this is kind of crap. Because this is like a bonus chance to deal 1 damage to somebody. That's all it is, for 1 damage. Because of the way the game mechanics work, the only time you'll ever have a chance of missing a shot is if your strength isn't enough to beat their armor. And you'll notice it'll be like, so let's say you're 4 strength less than their armor, then you lose 40% chance to hit, which is where that rank 2 will come in handy, but it's still just for 1 point of damage. So dodge is the much better one here. We're going to go ahead and give her the 5% chance to dodge. Going to confirm that. Let's go check out Luden. He's done. Okay, we're at 14, however. If we wanted to, if we're feeling bold, we can promote her again to rank 4. But she already has rank 2 in armor in the slag and burn. We'll leave her as is. She does need an item. Let's see here. I can give her will per kill, armor, strength, and will on rest, or dodge chance. Well, I already gave her the dodge a bit already, so we're going to stack that on her. Give her Trigvy's necklace. Oops. Resume. Turn order. This, by the way, this roster, this has Rook and Luden as our anchors. They're our 2 biggest damage dealers. So we're going to go ahead and ready up. It's time to walk around, to talk around, to walk around. It's tricky. Trigby is going to go collect shrooms then. Yes, he is. We are surrounded. Okay. This corner isn't as busy. It's a 12-12, 13-10, 13-10, archers, archer, and a 13-10. We're going to start down here, actually, in this corner. I said guild up right here. And then we're going to kind of overload this corner. Try and get Guild to take all of the attention here, and then we're going to swoop down this way to take out this guy. Presuming he doesn't get the first turn, of course. Alright, what's turn order? Top archer. That guy, so I can block his he could potentially reach Avend, I can block that. Then it's that guy after the 2 archers. Go. And Irsa's actually kind of blocked in. Alright, so I'm going to sidestep here. So it's a 3, that's a 3, that's a 4, okay. 2 point. We're just gonna go for... Oh no, oh no. Yo! Ah! Okay, I want to see if I can't... Man, that movement is really reduced. Where can I go that guarantees the spot that he's going to step in? It's all the way out here. Man, they are not hurt at all by this lack of movement. Okay. I gotta really think this one out. So I can guarantee trap this guy, or I can try to trap this guy. He's probably going to try and step up to attack Oddleaf, but I have to guess at which square he's going to step in. But I bet you he's going to move forward first, especially if I move down to, like, here. Is that too close to him? That is too close to him. I'm gonna guess with 1. Hopefully that'll be enough. Oh, didn't see that one coming. Deflected. Alright. a slag and burn right here against this guy. Yep, he fell in it. Alright. That's good news at least. Okay. Just gonna hurt this one. Does he have a throwing axe? Yes, he does. Dodged. First one was dodged. There we go. Alright. Slag and burn. Is this going to be resisted? Yeah, it is. He doesn't care if he's on fire. What you got? Alright, Rook. You are up. I'm actually going to move here. And then I'm going to reach out to hit this guy at range. Break his armor up some. Because he's probably going to have to walk across those fires next turn. Not that the armor gets in the way of all those fires, but it does give me a chance to beat him up for being here. No problem. No biggie. No biggie. Alright. That Cragsman, he's going to cross those coals, but then he's not going to be able to do much damage. This one is a much bigger problem. Actually, I'm going to tempt him into coming after Oddleaf by setting a trap right here. He'll probably only deal like 3 or 4 damage, but we'll see. That's okay. Alright, who's up next? Still definitely that guy. I bet you... We're going to step back. We're going to do a break, a ranged break here. Make Oddleaf's Arrows that just a little bit more potent. Yeah, he fell in it. Here we go. Oh, that was a crit. There's a 2, and here's a 3. Yep. Guys, see what I see? Okay. Alright, I have to think about if I want to do this. So I can go 4, 5, 6. Kill these 2, bring that guy down to 4. It's also going to deal 5 damage to Rook, 6 damage to Oddleaf. But her armor's still intact. We're doing it. We're doing it, right? Here we go. Arc Lightning. Boom! Unlimited power. Yes, I am the Senate. Oh, beautiful. I love it when that ability works out right. Okay. That's a 4, that one's a 5. We'll just go ahead and keep fighting this one. Using Impale. Bam, and push. Oh man, 6 break? Jeez Louise. Okay, who's next? That guy? Gonna send Rook in, here we go. Mark of Prey. 12. Yeah, we'll do the full 3. Who's up? That's that one up there. And then it's her. Okay. Hey, let me show you guts. Do you have it? 3 damage. Oh, that archer can actually put some pain on, oh, but she moved, so she didn't get puncture. Alright. Who's up? he's gonna walk off all of his health, so that's okay. This archer, however, time for some slagging and burning. Dead. Called it. Lovely. And guess what? Double slag and burn. The double pyro, just like you asked. And that's gonna hurt Gil. That's gonna hurt Gil a lot. He's alright. He's alright. He can take it. I'm actually gonna mend. Mend Gil so he doesn't die here. I shouldn't have been worried about that one. Okay, we're good. Still good. He can't get anywhere to help. So he's just gonna rest it up. That's good, that's good. That Crackman's a problem. 10, 10. If he goes next, he can't kill that. Alright, time to bust out a new ability. We're gonna call to arms. Because I finally figured out how this worked. We now go into the initiative is set. If you look at the initiative order down here, he got one turn, now it's Gil's turn, then it's going to be the archer's turn, and then it's all of mine. It turns it into a scenario where the initiative is locked rather than just good guy, bad guy, good guy, bad guy, good guy, bad guy. But there has to be a set number of enemies left. So now I have an opportunity to try and knock her out of initiative order before she gets her turn. I don't think Gil's capable of it, but we'll try. Let's see here, what are the odds? It's a 50-50? Nah, we're just gonna go ahead and do his guts ability. Do you have it? Boom! 3 damage to her, she only has 1 left. So she's gonna try and break. Makes sense. And now everybody goes. Slag and burn. Get willpower for another slag and burn, this time right here. Double pyro. Gonna do another mend. For 6 points of armor, or 5, I mean. Run him down. I just gotta break this person's armor. I am wasting time here. Gil's gonna get the final kill, as is typical. And we're done. Holy Pilgrim sees nothing but dead cragsmen. Chief Dreaming Owl sees some friendly fire. Oh yeah, that's true. So it's treason then, yes. Did you like that, did you like that treasonous little, lightning strike I gave them? Oh, I'm hoping there wasn't too bad of a lag spike. Sorry about that, guys. Starman92 says, I look away for 2 minutes and my bear is gone. Oh, bears confirmed in-game. Yes, there are bears in this game. And if, I don't know 100% the relationship you need to have with Eirik, but I believe you can actually you can tame one of the bears to fight on your side. But I haven't seen the option given to me so far. So having killed or run off the Cragsmen, you return to the remaining clansmen at the Godstone. Grabbing your belongings, your foot hits something in the mud. You reach down and find a small skull with a yellow ribbon through the eyes. You toss it in a bag without another thought. You know, that's exactly what I would do. If I found a small skull with a ribbon through the eyes, I'd just be like, yeah, I'll throw that in the bag. Mr. Cordero's like, no, what are you doing? No, God, please, no. Like, yeah, what? Rook, how broken are you that that's the first thing you think to do? Just like, yeah, we'll bring that along. The rain finally ceases, but the wind picks up. You squint into the gusts and have a clear view of the vast plains ahead. There doesn't seem to be much out there, Ivor says. His tone conveys wonder and concern in equal measure. The vast plains. The ground shakes again, enough to cause the yaks to strain at their leads in panic. Out here in the plains, with nothing but open sky above, you feel remarkably vulnerable. Only a few trees around and no mountains, Hacken says in a wry tone. Looks like we only have to worry about the ground opening up beneath us. He shrugs at the look you give him. Yeah, it's
Grundar almost looks forgotten by the rest of the world.
Forgotten. You guys are ready
Maybe
for this surprise?
those who live here have forgotten the rest of us too.
I think you're gonna like this one. In a field just outside of Grundar, the caravan spots several creatures you assumed were myth. I don't believe it. Are those? Two horseborn hold simple bronze weapons and stand guard over a few others who look wounded, unable to rise. The size of the caravan makes them nervous. I have to get a closer look. One or two. Are we going with don't this could get ugly, or me too? It's horseborn. The horseborn. Of course we're going me too. The two of you advance 100 yards, showing every sign of respect and peace. A number of clansmen push closer too. The male horseborn stomps a hoof repeatedly. The female, tail whipping, brandishes a javelin. Damn, the caravan is scaring them. One or two. Horseporn? Yeah, Holy Pilgrim, horseporn. Damn gloppers. Do we tell the archers to lower their weapons? Holy Pilgrim's like, what am I looking at here? I'm seeing a lot of ones. Everybody move back. Your sudden shout spooks the female horseborn. She throws a javelin, which pins the ground near your feet. Several archers fire, but their shots are wide. Hold! No more arrows! The male says something in what sounds like a long stream of consonants. The female lowers her second javelin. We just want to help. The male's tail swishes. You help? His voice sounds strained, and his mouth moves uncomfortably around the foreign words. Yes. Help. Oddleaf steps aside as you wave to Avon for help. The female looks agitated. She speaks in their strange way. The male responds to her, then turns to you. Help Roech and others. I'll try. This is certainly a first. The standing horseborn step aside, allowing Avon to approach the wounded fighters. Holy Pilgrim asks, is this what happened to all the horses? In a way, yes, this is what happened to all of the horses. The horseborn killed them all. The horseborn saw how man treated horses as pack animals and riding upon them, and grew very conflicted about it. And in one of the most controversial moments in Banner Saga history, at the place called now called the Plains of Slaughter, the horseborn slaughtered all of the horses. All of them. They felt such shame for what they have done after the fact that they actually fled away and avoided the rest of intelligent races. So it's strange that we see them now. But we have traveled very far. I'll show you on a map. With Avon and Juno tending to the wounded Roech and the other horseborn, the caravan settles down outside the scant town of Grundar. It appears the town is enjoying a small festival. Quite a few clansmen go over the hill to enjoy the sights and sounds, but soon return looking disappointed. They called us outsiders, a woman says. They don't want us interrupting their wheat harvesting festival, but the merchants don't seem to mind trading. The clansmen soon shrug it off and take renewed interest in the horseborn, some in awe, others in disgust. Let's go talk to Roech. Or that's not Roech. What's his? Scathach. We're going to talk to Scathach. Thank. You glance at Ubin, who snorts and smiles. Scathach is thanking you for helping his friend Roech. Deirdre is the other one, but she's not in a talking with Varl and humans mood. You're welcome. I'd like you to meet Hakon. Scathach's tail swats his flanks, and he bows his head toward Hakon. Varl, Mans, same herd. No, but we're no longer enemies. I haven't seen Horseborn in centuries. Last they knew, humans and Varl were at each other's throats. What brings you so far north? Scathach looks confused by the question, so Ubin shows him the map, pointing to Dalaland and Grundar. Food. Our planes break. Hakon snorts. Might be justice. Didn't they kill all of the horses, Scrivener? His ancestors did, yes. But blaming folks for things that happened hundreds of years before they were alive? You may as well accuse these humans around us of starting the Great Wars. What happened to Roek? Roek, brave fighter, protect food, hit many times. Hit? Who was attacking? Scathach says many things in his other language. Trickacanthe. His eyes go wide and he stomps the ground before pointing west. You look at Ubin. I don't have a clue, but clearly not a friend. Was it the people here? Here in Grundar? Scathach looks where Hakon is pointing. He shakes his head and points west again. The Varl king eyes Scathach suspiciously. How do you know our language? Scathach just stares at you. You talk like us. Where did you learn? Heard little trade with Mans in mud. I think he means our bog friends, the Cragsmen. Have you found the food you were seeking? Enough for time, my guess. 2 others take to herd in south. His hooves scuff the ground during certain words. Just those 2? What about you and the couple? Scathach, Roech, Deirdre, you stay. This herd help. We help this herd. That might not be wise. Scathach speaks quickly in his foreign language and kicks his back legs out once. Not that I'm a translator, but I'm guessing they're honor-bound to return the favor. I think you're stuck with them. Hackett looks at you and shrugs. No getting around demands of honor. Hey, look at that. We have some pet horseborn. Don't tell them I called them pets. Holy Pilgrim says, so, what do baby horseborn look like? Like, baby horses are pretty strong and can walk right away, but human babies are weak and there's no way that they can keep their human bodies upright. Does that answer your question, Holy Pilgrim? I hope it does. Let's see how long of a resting scenario we're at right now. Because we haven't actually scavenged for any goods. Ivor needs 3 days, and it's Ivor, so we're going to give it to him. We're going to give him the rest, I mean. We're at 9 days. What's the market selling? 1 day gets 3. 10. So long as I stay above 15, I'll be happy. We'll go to 12. Confirm. Above 15 renown, I mean. Hey, look, Yox Nuts. 3 break talent rakes, 2 armor and 2 break, 2 strength resist, 1 will per kill, 2 exertion talents, 1 range distance, 10% hit crit chance, never deflected, 10% crit chance, plus 1 move, minus 1 aggro. I'm good. Rest, rest, and rest. Also, are they in the... Yes, they are. Here they are. Scathach, Horseborn Tiulu, Roek, Horseborn Tiulu, and Deirdre, Horseborn Cantref. And let me tell you something. 13 strength, javelins, and you're going to think I'm nuts. Plus 3 more strength. Strength 16 javelins. Do you hear me, folks? Strength 16 javelins. I'm not making that up. Also, by the way, that bizarre skull I picked up, Fallow's Rebirth, protects from death so long as your strength is greater than 1 for minus 3 armor, but you also get 35% dodge strength. That is just a messed up piece of gear, and I ain't touching it, if I'm totally honest. So the Horseborn have Welsh names. It seems like it, doesn't it? They do seem Welsh. But yeah, Chief Dreaming Owl, that's exactly what I'm talking about. We're talking about a 16 strength archer. The range is a little bit shorter than a bow and arrow, but those javelins, yo. Holy Pilgrim's asking what does strength do? Strength is both the health and the damage. Mr. Cordero says have a full Varl team. You want to know what my full Varl team looks like? It looks like, oh well, you know what? I do have 4, but I'm short two characters. I need 6. I ain't doing a full Varl team because I need 2 more. I'd love to do like a full Horseborn team, if I'm totally honest. They're pretty awesome. Let's go check out the training, since we have new characters. Here we go. Nope. He says he'll show me more later. Alright, we're gonna, maybe another time then. Let's get out of here. Leave. Varl and Horseborn only. I've not been looking forward to this moment. Here we go. Now that Roex had a chance to heal, 2 of the Horseborn are heading south to deliver some supplies to their people. What crazy ideas in your head, Scrivener? With the world falling apart around us, there may not be another chance to trek down south. Listen to yourself, the world is breaking. I don't expect a human to understand, but a Varl as old as me has more important goals than just staying alive. What about that competition you Varl have for who lives the longest? I've always understood the rules to mean you're actually doing something, not holing up somewhere safe. Besides, my guess is Snorri didn't make it out of Grofheim when the Sunder attacked. I might already be the winner. Then it doesn't sound like I can change your mind. There's not a rock in the land as hard-headed as me, so don't waste your breath. Then be safe, Ubin, and join us again if you can. You know where we're going. Don't worry about me. Just make sure you're alive to see this through to Arborang. Farewell. Scrivener says a few more goodbyes before departing with Horseborn. I know, Holy Pilgrim, Snorri. Snorri Whitebeard is dead. Oh, look who it is. The governor catches up to you and asks for a moment of your time. His bodyguard is beside him, silent. There's something to be said for you getting us across that chasm and through that bog. Is that a compliment? You just haven't gotten as many people killed as I expected. You give the governor a half smile. You'll still fail, and I'll be there to push your face in the dung. I could just banish you now. Relax, Rogue. Half of your precious clansmen would join me based on title alone, the other half for Dagger's charming personality. Roga's guard simply continues to stare at you. Then I'd have to make them into the army they need to be to survive in Arborang. He stifles a yawn. Tell you what, if you can get us through this absolute wasteland, I might actually be impressed. Oh, and try not to pick up any more strays on the way, okay? Rugga sneers in the direction of the Horseborn before walking away. Mr. Cordero, I want to kill him. I am with you. Point me to the kill Rugga button, and I will click it. I will click it many times. Alright, we've moved away from Grundar. I really want to see if we've got some training exercises, because those things are great. Great for Renown. Nope, still nothing. Alright, we're gonna move on. Maybe another time then. Leave. A metal clanking is heard in the distance and grows louder. You see a Yox cart surrounded by 4 Varl and an older woman hitting a ladle against a pan. All sorts of things for sale, she says, but her eyes go wide when she looks at you. It's you! Special deals when it comes to you. How do you know me? Word travels fast, she says. Think you can slay a Sunder and keep it a secret? She clicks her tongue and shakes her head. Madir knows of you, sure enough. Why are you out here selling things? Madir sells things to those traveling, she says. It's what she does. Used to be as generous as Asalay, Madir was, but that don't buy more supplies. Well, let me see what you have. Of course, Madir says, but make up your mind. Madir will be gone as quick as she arrived, and don't get any ideas of sneaking off with things. These 4 Varl have the keenest eyes, the sharpest blades, and the shortest tempers. You feel the Varl watching your every move. Not worth it. supplies. Bender's Fib, 3 armor talents, 1 strength talent, 1 exertion talent. 2 strength resist, 1 will per kill. Look at that. I can't afford it, but that is a rank 10 item. Clasp of Kin. 3 for all talents, 1 will per turn, 1 armor per turn, and +1 break. Wow. There's another Eyeless Rift, never deflected, 10% crit chance. And Comb of the Loom Mother, -2 aggro. Interesting. But thank you, though. Moving along. Moving along. Ahead, the caravan comes to an immediate halt. That's the second feigned shoe this bloody beast has thrown in a day, the ox tender curses. It'll take some time to see to the ox, so you call for camp. While most of the clansmen sleep or lose themselves in drink, Juno requests a moment to speak with you alone. Oh, where have you been, Juno? Good lord, been quiet. You are holding things together remarkably well. You sound surprised. When I first looked in your mind at Borisgard, I knew you would do anything to return to Alette. Her death, some of the greatest people in our history have gone mad at the loss of loved ones. You say nothing, but continue to look at the Volk. You're not insane, Rook. You're experiencing tremendous grief and still managing to lead this caravan. That is something to be proud of. Juno patiently waits your reply. What is your part in all of this? The Volca grows silent, looking down for a long moment before answering. My role has many names. Instigator, Catalyst, Mistake. But you and I are both fledglings in what is required of us, what we must do. You didn't exactly answer me. Because I honestly don't know how. Only the future will tell if my role is villain or hero. Why is the caravan so important? This journey is forging them into what the future will require. The era of peace is over, and one of survival has begun. Arborang may be the best shelter for the coming storm, but the people there are soft, too dependent on a society that will no longer exist. Because of the dredge? Partially, but mostly because of a coming darkness that is pushing the dredge. You've mentioned this darkness, but I don't see it. You've seen the signs of its coming, dredge in numbers, the land breaking apart. It is a force unlike any other. I wish I could say more, but even the Mender Council is ignorant to this. Anyone here could do what I'm doing. Juno's smile is one of sadness and harsh realities. Not anyone, but yes, possibly others. It's why I've been watching you. If you no longer seemed worthy, you would be replaced. Why aren't you leading instead? A Volca's life is one of knowledge and secrets. We help when and where we can, but it rarely amounts to trust from others. These clans joined your banner out of hope. They would follow me out of fear. If they end up in Arborang either way, what's the difference? Who they are when they reach Arborang is exactly why they are important. Fear will soon spread like flames across dry tinder in that town. Without this caravan's hope, all will be consumed and burned to ash. Well, thank you. I should get back to checking on the others. Before you go, there is one thing I must address with you. The Serpent. I thought you needed some books in Manahar before knowing anything else about it. That is true, but the chasm at Ormstaller and the tremors in the ground concern me. Yeah, me too. Should that incredible creature ever resurface, do not attempt to stop it. It would take power unseen in ages to affect the Serpent. If you see it, run. I want you to remember this moment. It would take power unseen in ages to affect the Serpent. Please remember that statement. It will be important later. Her words chill you as you find yourself nodding to her command. Not that I have nodded to her command, but that I find myself nodding to her command. She's influencing my brain. Come on, Sven. Give me the good news. I really want to train. Okay, maybe another time. Alright. Gotta leave. Hit the road, Jack. Hit the road, Rook. Don't come back no more. Scouts report subtle movement around you. We're being followed. Studied, maybe, she says. Can't tell how many. It's like they disappear if you look directly at them. Let me know when you actually see something. Are we gonna go on patrol? It's tempting. Definitely tempting. Oh, I had to get a quick stretch up. Stretch my back. Because I'm suspecting, I know my chat well enough by now to know that you all are telling me to go on patrol. Anything for more fighting and more renown. Am I right? Am I right? You decide to take the offensive and gather some fighters. As the caravan continues forward, your As the caravan continues forward, your small group makes several laps, checking rock outcroppings and clumps of trees. While you find nothing, you cannot shake the feeling that the scout is right. Interesting. Lundar. You notice the archer knit because she is standing perfectly still, looking out into the distance. Let me guess, you see more grass. When she turns to you, she's not smiling. Dredge, she says quietly. How is that possible, you ask, knowing better than to doubt her sight? I thought we lost them at the chasm. You can make out a dust cloud on the horizon, which means they can make out the one produced by the caravan. And it's heading the same direction as you, toward Lundar. The Volca walks to your side and says, I was afraid of this. The cracks in the ground along the Eastway Road. It's like that damn crevice at Sigurholm all over, Hackett says. The dredge were just pouring out of it. Does that mean they could, Juno finishes your question, appear almost anywhere? Yes. But let's not panic the caravan, just keep moving. Dredge can appear literally anywhere. Cue voiceover.
Lundar, the Archer's Haven, home to the finest Fletchers in the world, though it appears beset with war.
War. War never changes. Ah, I see Horseborn. There's already some destroyed homes here. Horseborn, why are they attacking? Gotta love the percussion. Looks like Dredge are hitting the town too. And we came here, why? It's Javelin Day on one side, Dredge Day on the other side. Sows sweat, this is bad, Hacken says. Lundar's fighting on two fronts and barely holding it together. Hackett's been warring long before you were ever born. His worried look is unsettling. I always heard the Horseborn had trouble with walls, since they usually fight in open fields, he says. Ubin's the only one old enough to actually know, but it doesn't really matter because those walls will barely slow the Dredge. And if those Dredge flatten this town, we're defenseless out on these plains, Ivor says. But what are the Horseborn after? All eyes turn to Roech, Deirdre, and Scathach. The three Horseborn in your caravan are pointing and talking excitedly in their own language. Deirdre nods towards Roech, tossing her head and baring her teeth. You're surprised by the look of savage fury on their faces as the couple takes off without warning, charging the attacking Horseborn. While Scathach remains behind, he clearly wants to join them, but he awaits your decision. They could die on their own, Oddleaf shouts, not hesitating to follow Roech and Deirdre. Ivor sighs. She's lost her mind over those new members of the clan. Might lose her life for it, too. He looks at you. We could fight Dredge or Horseborn. Or split up and fight both if you're feeling suicidal. If we're splitting up, my Varl are hitting the Dredge, Hacken says. We're good at that. Ingvar can do what he wants. He always has. You consider your options. Tough choice, guys. Tough choice. Let's stop the Horseborn and deal with the Dredge later. Defend the town from the Dredge. Scathach, why did you run away? Or we'll split up and meet back in town. Alright, let me see what my chat's up to. Maybe Sven doesn't know how to train Horseborn. It seems like it. Chief Dreaming House says, perfect, more infighting. Right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly what we need. Chief Dreaming Owl is suggesting we go after the Horseborn. Holy Pilgrim, what do you think? Starman, are you guys still out there? It's a tough choice. It's a tough choice. We got Oddleaf going one way, Hacken going the other way. Another opportunity for us to dip deeper into our roster, that's for sure. Holy Pilgrim is agreeing. He's going to say go after the Horseborn. It'll be interesting to see them in battle, right? Here we go. Let's stop the Horseborn and deal with the Dredge later. The Cloppers must be stopped. Though the Horseborn are much faster, you and the others follow Roach and Deirdre against this unfamiliar foe. Chief Dreaming Owl is asking what time is it for us. It is 12:41 in the morning on the east coast of the United States, currently in the city of Philadelphia. Looks like the force you trained is roughly the size of the enemies. This could go either way, but a victory here will protect most of your clansmen. Oddleaf is hemmed in near two Horseborn you assume are Roach and Deirdre, but the kicked-up dust cloud blurs your sight. We can drive a wedge straight for her, Ivor says, but those Horseborn are fast. If they flank us, we'll take heavy losses. Oh. Do we save Oddleaf and the others, or do we go into a shield wall, advance slowly, and keep them from flanking us? Starman says option 4. I'm sorry, Starman. 4 is not an option here. Our options are 1 or 2. Holy Pilgrim says gladiator style. Gladiator style. I gotta think about that one. You talking about the movie? Russell Crowe? I'm saying shield wall? Oh yeah, I remember the shield wall in that one where they toppled the chariot. It was pretty cool. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna go with option 2. Holy Pilgrim and Starman outvoting Chief Dreaming Owl. Get that shield wall. Exactly how I would do it, Ruka says. No sense in risking everyone for a few who are foolish enough to blindly enter the fight. Begin the attack. Your army advances against the unknown tactics of the enemy Horseborn. I have to say, I don't know. But it's possible that you guys just killed Oddleaf. It's possible. I don't know for sure. So let's go ahead and refigure this out. Get Ivor in here. Get Hacken in here. So this is our normal team. It's a good chance to see at least one of the Horseborn in action. We're going to go ahead and add Scathatch in. He's a melee character. He's not a Javelin Day Horseborn. He's rank 5. He's already got 10 kills to his name. He's got this really gnarly, cool looking gold mace, right? His ability is over here, Trample. Horseborn charges forward and tramples an enemy, then attacks from behind, similar to the Backbiter. The enemy suffers strength damage during the charge, is subsequently struck for 1 strength per tile the Horseborn moved before the trample, and is left concussed, suffering 20% on his next attack. I think that means a 20% chance that they'll miss their next attack. Or just be 20% chance that they can't do anything. And the Horseborn have a hit and run ability where they can actually move after they make an attack. Gives them a little bit more motion on the field. So we don't have Oddleaf. That's important. This is mostly melee, with the exception of Rook, but he's more of a support role. Haven can do just fine right there. Scathatch, yeah, this will be good. Ready for battle. Holy Pilgrim swears he keeps hearing me say Horseborn. It's Horseborn. Born. Oh, you guys having trouble? You have to reload the stream? It's alright, I can hesitate a quick second here, just to give it a chance. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do the setup though. So what are we looking at? 911, it's melee, 810 ranged, 911 melee, 810 ranged, 1010 melee, 99 ranged. Okay, it's no problem. We can deal with this. I think the Varl are actually going to be a very significant part of defeating any Horseborn. Also, there's a lot of space between us and them, so I'm gonna set up a scaff hedge on the flank over here. Here, let's try this. Gonna go here. There's one that can reach him. It's this guy who deals 5 break, so we'll go ahead and do a stone wall for 5 damage block for 1 round. He might do a special ability. Yeah, he did the run through. So I believe that means there's now a 20% chance that Gil will be concussed. Oh, just 20% chance to miss. Okay. And then he moves over to the side, which puts him in perfect Ivor killing range. So we're just going to take it. Here we go. And next. Please, come at me one at a time. I haven't been hit yet. Ranged attack. Deflected. Just go ahead and start hammering some damage out there on those guys. Oh yeah, I'm taking that shot. Are you kidding me? 8, 9 damage, please. Leave him at 1 health. I'll eat a javelin for that, that's fine. Gil has a chance of missing the shot, so I'm just going to move him up and then go into 1 ring stone wall. He just mule kicked me right into a better defensive position. What a jerk. What a jerk. Oh, hey, look at this. Oh, is Ivor going to get a double kill? Oh. Oh no. Whatever am I going to do? It was very nice of you to move over to the right after that move. More of them are coming. Keep them away from the town. Got more coming? Yeah, here they are. They'll take the next 2 turns too, which gives me a chance to... No, they won't take the next 2 turns. Never mind. Okay, good. Break. Lightning time. Pretty straightforward. Okay, so what's the range on trample? 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. I'm gonna try setting up right here, and then do. I know this guy's almost dead, but this is like my this is my test shot at this. Yeah, it dealt 3 damage, and that was the end of it. Just ran right through him, and I'm gonna stand. Actually, this is a good place to stand. I'm not gonna move. Well, no wait. I am gonna fall back. If we defeat enough, the rest will retreat. They brought in more. Okay. That's gonna go for Ivor. Yeah, no big deal. I'm gonna charge Rook right up into the thick of it and deal straight damage to this guy, making it so that he has to do a special ability or a break. At 5, it's no slouch of a break. I'm gonna delete this horse more. Thank you, Hackett. Stunned from that, Gil was definitely stunned from that horse hoof he took to the face. Alright, Ivor. Step up. Delete another one. Thank you. Haven, do me a favor. Can you give me a lightning right down the line here? Thank you. What's up next? He's got 1 strength. It's that lady with 10. I don't think he can reach. Be nice if he could. It's possible for him to reach. Okay. And then it's that guy. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna trample this one. Oh, he's only 1 health again. Okay, whatever. Aww. Open fire. Bam! And then who's up? Where's this guy? I just killed him. It's not his turn. That's weird. Just trying to get in the way, but it's not going to be enough. She could probably kill Rook. Oh, but she didn't. Flee, Rook, flee! And turn. You should be safe back there. It's alright. The crap out of these 2 archers, or javelins. Ah, another one showed up. Okay. That guy's up. Guess what? We're not getting a turn. I don't even know why I bothered buying the willpower there, but okay. Oh, I know why I bought it. I can delete them. Crit, 20 damage. Nice javelin. It's just gonna step over, be protective. That's okay. Went for Rook anyway. Or Ivor anyway. And ran away from Ivor. And Ivor... What is going on with... Oh, he's been pinned. He took a javelin ability from one of these. They have a pin. Deals strength damage and reduces the target's movement. So Ivor can't actually reach anybody. Could have given chase though. It's like, get back here. Just get back here. Pin is a really great ability for mostly Horseborn army, that's for sure. Make sure this guy can't hurt Rook. Alright, now it's their javelin. Or no, it's my guy's turn. To another trample. Yeah, there's that 4 damage. Then get in her way, please. Thank you. Yes, you've broken my Mender's armor. Good for you. But you're not running away from Ivor this time. Goodbye. 39 clansmen lost, 13 fighters lost, 37 Varl. Morale is improved. 4 injuries. I had 4 injuries in that? No. Oh, it might have been as a result of Oddleaf's charge. That could be what the injuries came from. 20 renown. Take it gladly. Yeah, I see Holy Pilgrims like, well, that hit and run. The AI doesn't use it effectively. You know, that hit and run ability, it was just like, they kept putting themselves in a position that was like perfect for a lightning chain, or just into the right position where my Varl are still going to reach him and beat the crap out of him anyway. Just as quick as they tried to flank you, the remaining Horseborn scatter. You search the field and find Roach and Deirdre wounded, but protecting a slightly limping Oddleaf with their bodies. You smile and help her up. The town, the Varl King's voice rattles you. The Dredge are destroying it. Everyone who can manage getting there to their feet rushes into Lundar. You look at all the destruction around you, the loss of life, and try to find some meaning to it. Even before your breathing slows, an older townsman runs up shouting, "Those dark spawns of the depths are destroying everything." He almost stumbles in front of you. "They ruined the homes and the market. The Great Hall is the only thing still standing, full of the decision makers and those with money." He spits. "Let it fall like the rest for all I care. Just take the rest of us with you." "We'll save who we can," you tell the man. "To the Great Hall." Yes, it looks like Oddleaf has survived, but with a 1-day injury on her. And Roach and Deirdre both also have an injury. Okay. You think I should keep Scathach in this lineup? Or do you want to see what... I know she has an injury. I think I'm going to put her in anyway, because I want to show you what this one's capable of. Keep in mind, potential strength 13. She's going to go into this one with strength 10. Level 5. What's her break stats already at a 2. Might be a good ability for her. Armor, strength, and will. Will per kill. Yeah, I'm going to give her the extra break. Let's just see how this plays out. Yes, it's okay, guys. I know I had you worried. It's okay. Oddleaf has survived. Alright, so we've got a fire pit all down the center of this map. Let's take a moment to look around. There's a lot going on here. Like, these people ain't even getting up. They're like, "Oh, are there dredge here? Everybody take a seat. Enjoy the meal." Just chilling out. Gotta love the cojones on these people, right? Let's look over here. Same story. Yeah, he's having some pudding. It's like this guy down here in the corner. It's like I'll stand up to watch it. It's definitely interesting. This guy's taking his seat. They got the servants out here with plates of more food for them. And look at this dude. Yo, look at the purple on him. He's got to be the important one, right? Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, so what do we have here? The Dredge have come at us with a couple big ones, but there's a slinger in the way. This is the kind that can prevent using exertion. They got a bunch of dredges and one of the fire lobbers. I don't know if this is debris that gets in the way of movement, but if it is, this dredge scourge over here is not going to be much of a problem. Maybe this one gets fumbled too. So I'm going to be smart. I'm going to do a Varl on either side. Like this. So Ivor has his path. Hacken has his path. Hacken is going to be supported by Deirdre. And then we're going to do these 3 over... Well, I'll leave Aven over here. We'll do 2 teams, essentially. Alright. So yeah, this thing is definitely blocking path. That giant bench that fell on that guy in the green tunic. Starman's asking, is our homie watching like always? Well, that's the thing. Ubin, he's gone. He's left. He's now marching south. It's very unfortunate. So that guy's not going anywhere, and it's this dredge he's blocked in, so he's not going anywhere. So this is just going to be a little bit of maneuvering at first, not much to it. Oh look, he moved one square. One square. Game breaker. When it is this guy's turn, he can't even reach Ivor's spot, so I'm going to spend the extra will to go one extra step. Alright, let's see here. Bar gets in the way. So I'm just going to go ahead and move her over here. So here's an interesting thing. She can move 2 squares at the cost of just 1 will. It's too far away to hit anybody yet. We can end that turn. And yeah, you saw that special ability. Poison tipped. Alright, we're getting some explosive rocks. Yeah, they're both sent to Ivor's feet, which is fine. We're going to send Rook. I don't want to hem Ivor into the exploding rocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move Rook over to the side here with the extra will. And I'm going to start breaking because that break is going to travel to the other characters. Haken's turn. At me, dredge. Ow! It's 4 break on that. Get Gil into a position where he can do some good. What's your... So we're looking at 5, 3, 2. So you know what we're doing. Stonewall, 2 ranks. Ivor's gonna backpedal to, well, actually, just to here. Just get away from exploding rocks. Okay, now you are all clustered up here. Do I have any good lightning targets? The answer is no, I don't. I don't have any good lightning targets. But I should have an opportunity to really kind of mess up their movement with some well-placed troll rocks because there's so many fun points here. So who's up? That guy is really stuck, and I can make him super stuck. Then it's that guy there. Yeah, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move over here. We're going to do Troll Stone, blocking this guy in, so he has to... They have to try and funnel through Gil. And nobody's close enough for her to throw a javelin at yet. Poison tipped. Rank 3, 3 strength per round lost for 3 rounds. And it deals normal strength damage. So she's a 10, it's going to deal 1 point of damage to this guy, right here. But for the next 3 turns, he's going to lose 3 health, becoming progressively worse. Alright, Rook's going to stay put. We'll just do a 3 break, because that break is still going to travel to the other direction. Rocks explode. Slinger resisted. Hacken. So we're actually not going to see... you know what? I don't even need to waste the Sundering Impact. I'm actually going to let the poison do its work on this guy. We're going to do a... or the Tempest. We're just going to do a Sundering Impact. And that's going to... the damage is going to carry over a little. But we'll let the poison do the poison's job. ready. He's just warming up the bench right now, but he'll be able to contribute greatly soon. So look at that. 3 health lost. What else is that guy gonna do? Nothing. Got nothing left. We're gonna do a arc lightning on this slinger. As you can see, I'm already in the process of whittling down their health. Oh, she stepped in it too. That was great. Alright. Big guy is next. And then it's that one. I'm gonna move right here. I'm gonna do another poison tipped on this guy, because he's about to take a turn. And he's gonna start his turn with just 6 health. That one's gonna go off and ask for reinforcements, huh? Go figure. Just gonna keep breaking because they just keep packing together like this. It's beneficial to me. And more blowing up rocks, huh? At Gil's feet and at the feet of Hacken. Guess what? Do you have it? Guts. Torched the other one, put that guy in a bad spot. He's now running off. He's got a, yeah, he's almost out of it. It was a beautiful maneuver from, it's too tempting. I'm gonna deliberately have Ivor stand in fire for this one. Because you know what? Sometimes you just got a Tempest. Oh, crits on both? No, it's just one crit. Uh-oh. Tertiary is not looking too hot right now. Rocks are gonna explode. And then it's that guy. And that slinger can kill Tertiary, so it's important that I do a quick heal here. Mend. Half willpower, that's 7. Yeah, okay. So she's got all of her armor back. Explosions are nothing. Slinger doesn't even look at Tertiary. Okay. Let's give Tertiary another willpower to use. To flee all the way to here. Because guess what? Poison tipped. Okay, reinforcements for them. That's okay. Gonna send Rook down here to deal with it. Hey, get back over here. Where are you going? I wonder if... Nope. So I'm gonna have Hacken step in fire, but that's okay. He can take it. Sending Gil to finish the job on this guy. Bam. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, good. He didn't care about Tertiary. Okay. Alright. Puny break, but it's done. Just gonna get away from it. She really doesn't have much more to do in this fight, you know? Just get out of the fire. Get out of the fire, get out of the fire, get out of the fire, get out of the fire. But I know I deliberately put them there. There's a purpose to it. They got mad kills from it. It's just gonna keep trying to beat up on Haven. You know what Haven says? Haven says, lightning. He didn't even have to be fancy with it. He could have just done it with one will and a melee attack. He could have killed that guy. Holy Pilgrim saying he missed the majority of Hair's stream. Sorry to hear that. It was a good one. Yeah, he was mostly salty and then had to restart, which means that victory to Rome and the Sextus Betrayal Army. What you did here, the old man says, but his voice cracks. He stares hard at you. Good people died in those houses, and our food was looted while the well-to-do hid with fighters in the Great Hall. And that's who you saved. The man spits. Take them. Take those bastards with you when you go, or we'll string them up. I don't remember much of a choice in it, personally. Roech, Durdriu, and Scathach suddenly catch the man's attention, and he sneers. Do these three belong to you? I reckon the people around here would pay good coin to see them gutted. Oddleif looks flushed. Belong to... No. And no one is gutting anyone. They just helped save your town. Well, my dog bit one of the attackers too, but I don't let it in my shop. Keep those pets on short leashes. It is all you can do to keep Oddleif from arguing with the man. She storms off, muttering things best not repeated. Ivor and Hakon find you. Both look as tired as you feel. I'm not sure how many of us made it through that. I never expected to see Horseborn in my life, let alone fight them. And the Dredge seemed desperate. Fighting like us, you mean? Like they've got nothing left to lose. I wasn't worried. With the great Ingvar on our side, how could we fail? Ivor looks at you and grumbles. Face it, Ivor, you're a legend. It was a lifetime ago for Ivor, let it go. I'll go with that one. A human lifetime or two, but don't forget how long we Varl live. Longer than we know what to do with in most cases. You look at Ivor, wondering what is going on in his head. Damn, Ingvar, if you're always like this, I'm glad you left the Varl towns when you did. As for me, I believe it's time for a drink and a rest. Juno walks up to your group unexpectedly. I agree. Unfortunately, all this fighting took a serious toll on the caravan. Lundar, or what's left of it, is defensible and will allow everyone some greatly needed rest. I won't argue with the Volga on that front. And I'm in no hurry to enter the Old Wood. I've heard strange things about that place. I'm sure it will be fine. You watch the Volga as everyone moves on. She looks less confident than you've ever seen her before. Chapter 11, Where a Foe May Lurk. And that is it. We're going to go back to the main screen here. Enjoy the music as we outro. I'd like to thank everybody for coming in, especially Starman, Holy Pilgrim, Chief Dreaming Owl, Mr. Cordero. It's been a good one, and we're gonna stream pretty regularly until we get this finished, because I can't wait to show you Banner Saga 3. Right there, at the top of the screen. It's so pretty. So yeah, we got a lot done. Anyway, thank you again to everybody who came out, and thank you to those who are watching the stream after the fact. I see I had 3 instances of skipped frames. Sorry for that, but you know what? It's been a good one. Have a great evening.